Did you know that one small habit buried deep in your everyday routine could be silently draining your testosterone levels? You might feel more tired than usual, less motivated, or not quite yourself anymore, and you can't figure out why. The real problem, it isn't just aging. It's the number one testosterone killer hiding in plain sight, something most men over 60 do every single day without thinking twice. In this video, we're going to expose that hidden habit, walk you through how it impacts your body, and give you simple but powerful ways to reclaim your energy, performance, and confidence. Stick around to the end, because once you understand what's really going on inside your body, you'll see that age is not the issue. Neglect is. And with the right knowledge, you can start turning it around today. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. What is testosterone and why it matters? Testosterone is not just a hormone, it's a foundation for the very essence of what it means to feel alive, strong, and masculine. It governs far more than just sexual function. It plays a crucial role in maintaining muscle mass, regulating fat distribution, supporting bone density, boosting motivation, sustaining energy, sharpening memory, and stabilizing mood. From the moment puberty begins, testosterone surges shape a man's voice, physique, confidence, and sense of vitality. But what often goes unspoken is how deeply testosterone continues to influence well-being into the later decades of life. As men age, testosterone levels begin to decline slowly, often starting in their 30s. This gradual drop may not be obvious at first, but by the time a man reaches his 50s or 60s, the effects can feel unmistakable. Less energy, reduced sexual desire, weaker muscles, mood swings, and a general sense that something is off. Many men chalk these changes up to just getting older, but that assumption overlooks the root cause, a hormonal imbalance that is neither inevitable nor irreversible. Low testosterone doesn't just impact the body, it affects the mind and spirit. It can cloud focus, diminish drive, and subtly erode a man's self-esteem. Activities that once brought joy may now seem tiring or unappealing. Tasks that used to feel easy might now feel like a chore. It's not just the physical symptoms that are concerning. It's the loss of momentum, of feeling in control, of being fully present in one's own life. Yet despite how common this hormonal decline is, it remains largely misunderstood or ignored. Many men don't recognize that what they're feeling isn't just normal aging, but the result of changes in their endocrine system. Worse, some try to push through it with more coffee, longer work hours, or artificial stimulants, unknowingly worsening the very imbalance they're trying to fix. The truth is, testosterone matters at every stage of life, but especially after 60. At this age, the body becomes more sensitive to imbalances. Recovery takes longer. Energy reserves are smaller. And what once was a slight dip in hormone levels can now have a magnified impact on daily living. The good news? Testosterone levels can be supported and even improved naturally through the right lifestyle, mindset, and habits. Recognizing the role testosterone plays is the first step toward reclaiming control. It's not about becoming who you were at 25, it's about optimizing who you are now. That means aligning your lifestyle with your body's needs so that it can produce, protect, and regulate testosterone effectively. You don't need magic pills or extreme measures. You just need knowledge, awareness, and a commitment to change. And most importantly, you need to know what's getting in the way of your body's natural hormone rhythm. In the next chapter, we'll reveal the hidden daily habit that's draining your testosterone faster than you think, and show you how to stop it in its tracks. Chapter 2. The hidden enemy, chronic stress. For many men over 60, the decline in testosterone feels like a mystery, one that creeps in slowly. They may still eat relatively well, keep up with some exercise, and yet still feel like their energy is leaking out of them, day by day. The culprit? Chronic stress, an invisible enemy that quietly sabotages hormonal balance. Stress isn't always dramatic. It doesn't have to be a sudden crisis or major life change. More often, it's the constant low-level stress that wears away at the body over time. Financial worries, family tensions, late-night screen time, lack of deep sleep, traffic, news overload, isolation, or even the pressure to stay strong despite aging. These microstressors build up like water in a leaking bucket. And the body, especially after 60, isn't always able to drain that bucket fast enough. When stress becomes chronic, your body responds by continuously producing cortisol, the stress hormone. This might help in short bursts, like escaping danger or pushing through a tough moment, but when cortisol stays elevated for days or weeks, it creates havoc inside the body. Testosterone and cortisol are on opposing teams. The more cortisol floods your system, the more testosterone gets suppressed. It's a biological tug-of-war where cortisol often wins. The impact of this ongoing cortisol dominance is profound. Your brain sends weaker signals to the testes, reducing testosterone production. Your sleep quality dips, especially deep REM sleep, where the majority of testosterone production occurs. Your metabolism shifts, increasing insulin resistance, storing more fat, especially around the belly, and making it harder to build or maintain muscle. Even worse, your testosterone starts converting into estrogen more rapidly, further tilting your hormones out of balance. But the mental and emotional effects are just as damaging. Chronic stress dulls mental clarity, crushes libido, and dampens motivation. You begin to feel less like yourself, less driven, less confident, less emotionally stable. This isn't just aging, it's the result of a stress system stuck in overdrive. The worst part, many men adapt to this stress state and accept it as the new normal. They live with it day after day, unaware that their body is being pushed into a hormonal shutdown. They don't realize that something as simple as unresolved stress could be one of the most powerful testosterone killers in their daily routine. The good news is that stress is manageable once it's recognized. Your body is capable of healing, rebalancing, and restoring optimal hormone function when the root of the problem is addressed. But that can't happen until the hidden enemy is identified. In the next chapter, we'll explore how the constant presence of stress triggers a hormonal chain reaction, and how even minor changes to your routine can start reversing the damage. Get ready to see the connection between your everyday stress and your hormone health like never before. Chapter 3. The Stress-Testosterone Connection. Now that we've uncovered chronic stress as the hidden enemy, it's time to examine exactly how it sabotages your testosterone levels, down to the biological blueprint. Most people think of stress as just a feeling, but the truth is, stress changes your body's chemistry. It alters hormones, disrupts communication between your brain and glands, and leaves lasting fingerprints on your health. And for men over 60, the consequences are even more severe. When your body perceives stress, whether it's physical, emotional, or even imagined, it triggers a chain reaction. The brain signals the adrenal glands to release cortisol. This stress hormone is incredibly powerful, and in small doses, it serves a purpose. It sharpens your focus, gives you a burst of energy, and helps you react quickly. But when stress becomes chronic, cortisol remains elevated for long periods. And that's where the damage begins. The pituitary gland, located at the base of your brain, plays a central role in testosterone production. It sends a signal to your testes through the luteinizing hormone, LH, telling them to produce more testosterone. But when cortisol levels rise and stay high, the pituitary gland reduces its signal strength. It essentially deprioritizes reproduction and masculinity because the body is focused on survival. So your testes stop receiving the message, and testosterone production slows down. Cortisol also interferes with sleep. Specifically, it blocks your ability to enter and maintain deep, restorative sleep. Why does that matter? Because testosterone is primarily produced during the deepest stages of your sleep cycle. If you're not sleeping well or waking up frequently, your body can't perform the essential overnight hormone work it needs. And it's not just about feeling tired. It's about missing your testosterone window night after night. High cortisol also impacts insulin levels and increases inflammation throughout the body. These factors cause metabolic disruptions that further suppress testosterone. And then comes one of the most destructive effects of all, aromatization. That's when the little testosterone your body does produce is converted into estrogen. Yes, estrogen, the primary female hormone. And in men, too much estrogen leads to mood instability, belly fat, loss of muscle, reduced libido, and even breast tissue development. The cycle becomes a trap. Chronic stress raises cortisol. High cortisol lowers testosterone. Low testosterone makes you feel sluggish, anxious, and less resilient, making it harder to manage stress. And so the loop continues. What's most concerning is that many men don't even realize they're living in this cycle. They attribute their symptoms to age, or assume it's just the natural course of life. But aging doesn't mean suffering, and low testosterone is not your destiny. It's the result of hormonal disruption, and stress is often the root. By understanding this deep connection between stress and testosterone, you're now better equipped to fight back. In the next chapter, we'll go deeper into how your daily routine, what you eat, how you sleep, when you move, and even how you think, may be keeping this cortisol-testosterone imbalance alive. Small changes can lead to big results. Let's explore how. Chapter 4. Signs your daily routine is killing your testosterone. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, not exactly tired, but not energized either. You push through your routine with effort, sip your coffee, scan your messages, and try to shake off the sluggishness that seems to linger. You go about your day, but something feels off. Your drive isn't the same. Your strength, your focus, your spark, it's just not what it used to be. You might not realize it, but your daily routine could be silently draining your testosterone. The truth is, most men over 60 don't recognize the warning signs. They're subtle at first. You might notice you're gaining weight, especially around the belly. You're not building muscle as easily as you used to. You may find your moods shifting more often, or that your mental clarity isn't as sharp. Sex drive becomes a memory rather than a motivator. And when it's time for intimacy, your body doesn't respond the way it once did. These aren't just signs of aging. They are the physical consequences of a lifestyle that's out of sync with your hormonal needs. Start with your sleep habits. Are you staying up late watching screens or scrolling through your phone? Are you waking up in the night to use the bathroom or struggling to fall back asleep? If so, your testosterone is taking a hit. That deep sleep cycle, critical for testosterone production, is being interrupted, and your body isn't getting the overnight hormone restoration it needs. Then consider your diet. Are you skipping breakfast? Relying on quick, carb-heavy meals or processed snacks throughout the day? Is sugar your go-to comfort? These habits spike insulin and feed inflammation, both major testosterone suppressors. Even drinking too much caffeine or not drinking enough water can impact your hormonal rhythm. And what about movement? If your day includes long hours of sitting, with no strength training or purposeful physical activity, your testosterone levels are likely paying the price. Your muscles stimulate testosterone production when they're challenged. Without that stimulus, your body has no reason to keep producing at optimal levels. Emotional stress, screen time, processed food, poor sleep, lack of movement, each of these habits on their own may seem minor. But together, they build an environment where testosterone can't thrive. Your endocrine system starts adapting to this routine, thinking this is your new normal. And slowly, over time, you become less vital, less motivated, less like yourself. But there's good news. Your body is constantly seeking balance. And when you begin to change the inputs, your habits, your mindset, your environment, it will respond. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Even small, consistent shifts in how you manage your day can begin to lift you out of a hormonal fog and back into clarity, strength, and confidence. In the next chapter, we'll go deeper into how you can fight back against this testosterone-killing routine. You'll discover practical, natural strategies to rebuild your hormonal strength from the inside out, without relying on synthetic solutions. Chapter 5. How to fight back naturally. Now that you understand how stress, lifestyle, and daily routines silently chip away at your testosterone, it's time to shift gears from awareness to action. The truth is, you don't need injections, risky medications, or extreme solutions to reclaim your vitality. Your body already knows how to make testosterone. It just needs the right support. And the sooner you begin giving it what it needs, the faster you'll start to feel stronger, sharper, and more like yourself again. Let's begin with the foundation, stress management. Chronic stress is one of the biggest testosterone killers, but you don't have to escape to a mountain retreat to find relief. A few minutes of intentional calm each day, can work wonders. Start by practicing slow, deep breathing, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out, for just 5 minutes. Meditation apps, nature walks, or even listening to calming music can lower cortisol levels. The key is to make space in your day for stillness. When your body feels safe, testosterone production naturally increases. Next, turn your attention to sleep. Quality sleep is the most underused and underrated testosterone booster. If you're not getting 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep, your hormone levels will suffer, period. Create a wind-down ritual before bed. Shut off electronics an hour before sleep. Dim the lights, take a warm shower, and avoid heavy meals late at night. If you're waking frequently, consider magnesium supplements or calming teas, like chamomile. The goal is deep, restorative sleep, where your body can repair and reboot hormone production overnight. Nutrition plays a critical role, too. Testosterone is built from key nutrients: zinc, magnesium, healthy fats, and vitamin D. These building blocks are found in whole foods: eggs, nuts, seeds, avocados, leafy greens, and fatty fish like salmon or sardines. Cut back on sugar and processed carbs, which spike insulin and increase estrogen. Swap soda and energy drinks for water, herbal teas, or a homemade green smoothie. And don't forget to hydrate. Dehydration puts stress on your body, which leads right back to, you guessed it, lower testosterone. Movement is medicine. If there's one form of exercise that boosts testosterone reliably, it's strength training. You don't need to lift heavy weights or spend hours at the gym. Bodyweight exercises like push-ups, squats, lunges, and planks done 3 to 4 times a week can create incredible hormonal benefits. Resistance training tells your body, this man needs strength. And in response, your body produces the hormones required to support it. Even cardio, when done moderately, like walking briskly for 30 minutes, can help reduce belly fat, lower cortisol, and improve blood flow. Just don't overdo it with long, intense endurance workouts, which can spike stress hormones. Find your balance. And then there's sunlight. Vitamin D isn't just a vitamin. It acts like a hormone in your body and supports testosterone production. Just 15 to 20 minutes of natural sun exposure a day, especially in the morning, can make a noticeable difference. If that's not possible, consider a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement after speaking with your doctor. Your relationships matter too. Connection reduces cortisol. Laughter boosts dopamine. Touch releases oxytocin. Whether it's regular time with loved ones, intimacy with your partner, or even small acts of kindness throughout the day, these experiences improve your emotional well-being and, in turn, support your hormonal health. Lastly, reduce exposure to testosterone disruptors, plastics, synthetic fragrances, pesticides, and chemicals found in many household products. These contain endocrine-disrupting compounds that mimic estrogen and suppress natural testosterone. Switch to glass or stainless steel containers, natural cleaning products, and organic produce when possible. Your environment is part of your hormonal equation. All these natural steps work together. They're simple, but when practiced consistently, they have a compounding effect. They tell your body that it's safe, that it's strong, and that it's time to rebuild. That's the secret, not forcing your body with artificial hormones, but partnering with it, supporting it, and allowing it to return to balance. In the next chapter, we'll share some bonus daily habits that will take your testosterone recovery to the next level and help you feel decades younger, one smart step at a time. Chapter 6. Bonus tips to boost testosterone every day. By now, you've seen that restoring your testosterone after 60 isn't about shortcuts, it's about smarter living. But what if you could give your body a little extra edge every day? What if there were simple, overlooked habits that could elevate your testosterone naturally without expensive pills or treatments? Good news, there are. And in this chapter, we're going to explore those daily bonus strategies that can take your hormone health from average to outstanding. Let's start with one of the most powerful, underrated actions, cold exposure. That's right, short bursts of cold can actually stimulate testosterone. Whether it's ending your shower with 30 seconds of cold water or splashing your face with icy water in the morning, this form of stress, called hormetic stress, signals your body to adapt and grow stronger. Studies have shown that cold exposure can increase luteinizing hormone and boost overall testicular function. It's uncomfortable, but it works. Next, let's talk about posture and body language. Strange as it may sound, the way you carry yourself impacts your hormone profile. Research from Harvard has shown that standing in a confident power pose for just 2 minutes can increase testosterone and decrease cortisol. Standing tall with your chest open and your chin up tells your brain and your body that you are in control. And your hormones listen. Now consider intermittent fasting, another tool that's been gaining attention. When done correctly, fasting gives your digestive system a break, reduces inflammation, and boosts human growth hormone, HGH, which works in tandem with testosterone. A simple 14-10 or 16:8 eating window, where you fast for 14 to 16 hours and eat during the remaining 8 to 10, can help reset your metabolism and spark natural hormone release. Just make sure that when you eat, you fuel your body with nutrient-rich foods. Another powerful strategy is avoiding artificial light at night. Blue light from phones, computers, and LED bulbs suppresses melatonin production and disrupts your circadian rhythm. Since testosterone production is tightly linked to your sleep-wake cycle, this disruption can blunt hormone output. Invest in blue light blocking glasses, dim your lights after sunset, and keep screens away at least an hour before bed. These changes signal your brain to release the sleep hormones your body needs to heal and grow. Don't overlook the value of mental stimulation and purpose. Testosterone isn't just physical, it's also tied to your identity as a man. When you challenge yourself intellectually, pursue a passion, or set goals, even small ones, your brain releases dopamine and other performance-enhancing neurotransmitters. That sense of mission and forward motion boosts not just your motivation, but your testosterone as well. Men who have purpose tend to live longer and maintain stronger hormonal profiles. Laughter, too, is an underrated tool. When you laugh, your cortisol drops and your testosterone rises. Make time for joy. Watch a funny movie, connect with a friend who makes you laugh, or even laugh on purpose. It might feel silly at first, but your body will benefit more than you realize. And finally, track your progress. Men who track their sleep, energy levels, workouts, and nutrition tend to stay more consistent. You don't need fancy apps. A journal or notebook is enough. Writing down how you feel each day, what you eat, how you sleep, and when you move helps you notice patterns. And when you see progress, no matter how small, you stay motivated to keep going. The magic of these bonus tips is how easily they fit into your life. They don't require hours at the gym or expensive supplements. Just small, intentional actions that compound over time. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to maintain high testosterone levels long-term and what to avoid if you want to protect all the progress you've made. Chapter 7. Maintaining high testosterone long-term. So, you've learned what hurts your testosterone, what boosts it naturally, and how to begin reversing the hormonal decline most men face after 60. But there's one more piece to the puzzle: how to make it last. Because a short-term fix is not the goal. Longevity, vitality, and consistency, that's what will truly transform your energy, confidence, and sex drive as you age. Maintaining high testosterone long-term means understanding that your body isn't a machine you fix once. It's a garden you tend every single day. And like any thriving garden, it needs the right soil, your environment, regular sunlight, your habits, water, your nutrition, and protection from weeds, your stressors, and bad routines. One of the biggest challenges after 60 is consistency. It's easy to get excited about change for a few days or even a few weeks. But long-term success comes from creating systems, not just motivation. That means turning your hormone-supporting habits into non-negotiable parts of your day. It's no longer optional to sleep 7 to 8 hours, move your body regularly, or eat nutrient-rich meals. It's who you are now. You must also continue to adapt with your body. What worked for you at 40 may not work the same at 65. That doesn't mean your best days are behind you. It means you need to listen more closely to your body's feedback. Track your energy levels. Stay curious about your moods, your strength, your libido. Be willing to make small adjustments without giving up on the bigger vision. Another key to long-term testosterone maintenance is guarding your inner circle. Who you spend time with, what you allow into your mind, and how you engage with the world affects your stress and hormones more than you realize. Stay close to those who inspire you, keep learning, and stay curious. Isolation is one of the biggest threats to male health in later life, but connection, purpose, and growth are powerful hormonal stimulants. You should also get regular checkups. Track your testosterone levels annually with a blood test. Look at free testosterone, not just total. Monitor vitamin D, inflammation markers, and insulin sensitivity. This isn't about fear, it's about feedback. When you measure what matters, you can make smarter decisions. And perhaps most importantly, give yourself grace. There will be days when your energy dips or your motivation wavers. That's human. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. A high testosterone lifestyle is about showing up for yourself consistently, even when life throws you curveballs. Remember, you are not a victim of aging. You are the architect of your health. Every meal you eat, every workout you complete, every hour of sleep you protect, every boundary you set, and every breath you take in peace, that's you building a body and mind that works with you, not against you. You don't have to feel tired, weak, or invisible after 60. You can be vibrant, focused, strong, and yes, powerful. It starts with knowledge. It grows with action. And it lasts with commitment. You've now been given the blueprint. Your job is to start. One change at a time, one day at a time. Your testosterone and your life will thank you.